I have got a serious case of the Mondays.
Y'all ready for the big show?
I hate Mondays.
I don't work Mondays.
Say what?
Talk about a case of the Mondays.
Listen, I say we don't air this show.
What are you talking about?
As they say in Hollywood, the show must go on.
It's Monday Madness.
This is the show for you.
Let's go.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. During his acceptance speech, Leonardo DiCaprio urged everyone to take global warming seriously. He then drove off in a stretch SUV to a party where they tossed 1,000 empty bottles of champagne in the trash. You know, any other year, the big Oscar story would have been Leonardo DiCaprio finally getting his Best Actor trophy for The Revenant. But this year, everything else was overshadowed by the Oscars So White controversy. For better or worse, Chris Rock hit it over and over again, but as a black host in a year this controversial, he pretty much had to. Best Picture went to Spotlight, Best Actress, Brie Larson from Room. When Michael Jackson died in 2009, his assets were immediately taken into account by executors of his estate. Nearly 7 years later, it's been discovered that one of Jackson's most prized possessions has gone missing. According to The Hollywood Reporter, the Oscar for Best Picture awarded to Gone with the Wind producer David O. Selznick, which Jackson had purchased in a Sotheby's auction, is nowhere to be found. Another technological advancement that will profoundly change the way we consume media. Netflix has announced a new feature set to debut later this year aimed specifically at addressing the ever-growing consumer trend of second screening, in which a viewer uses their phone or tablet at the same time as the television while watching a program. A Netflix watcher who uses his or her phone to send the content to the TV will get supplemental content on their handheld device, such as behind-the-scenes information about the actors or other trivia. A recent study by Nielsen showed that around 60% of people browse online while also watching video programming. Speaking of Netflix, Fuller House premiered on the network Friday, the new Full House reunion. Enjoy this honest promo because here's what we really got.
Fuller House premieres on Netflix. That's right, the show that never really made you laugh or think or really do anything but fill your time on evenings when you were too young, dumb, or lazy to get off the couch is back and lamer than ever. Join all your favorites and also Dave Coulier as they desperately attempt to recapture magic that never actually existed by stumbling their way through lazily written scenarios to teach you the same life lessons you can learn from a KinderCare bulletin board. Be nice. Share. Eat your vegetables. But this time there's a new wrinkle. Actually, there are lots of wrinkles because everyone's older.
Hey, remember me? I was one of the cute Kostopoulos twins. Yeah, Jesse's sons. Well, we're ugly now, so you won't be seeing us in this thing. Later.
And as for the Olsen twins, who knows? Maybe they'll stop by. Probably not, since they actually have careers. Fuller House on Netflix. It's back because we don't know why. Seriously, how much bandwidth does Netflix have?
Bill Cosby has dropped his defamation lawsuit against Beverly Johnson. Actually, he just drugged the lawsuit, causing the lawsuit to drop itself. Leonardo DiCaprio's new girlfriend is reportedly a 24-year-old British supermodel. And in other shocking news, Donald Trump said something offensive, people argued in the Middle East, and water was wet. A new survey shows Abercrombie Fitch is America's most hated retailer. No one at Abercrombie Fitch could be reached for comment because they were too busy chastising an overweight person who had the gall to try and buy their clothes. A new grocery store in Copenhagen, Denmark is getting attention by being the first grocery store to only sell food that's past its sell-by date. That is, at least until someone dies from food poisoning. I wonder if they accept coupons that have expired. Mastercard is introducing selfie pay in 14 countries. If authorization is needed when making a purchase, instead of entering the password, you simply look into your smartphone. I wonder if that works on bad hair days. ISIS is now targeting Mark Zuckerberg. Wow, everybody has such strong opinions about Facebook's new reaction buttons. A French company is developing an airline seat for passengers who are extremely obese, or as they're known in America, passengers. After spending almost 1 year in space, astronaut Scott Kelly will return to Earth next week, where he's expected to be very surprised about how little we've talked about that. Time for Nobody Gives a F***. David Lee Roth says his new song has nothing to do with Van Halen, so you can just go ahead and ignore it. Hey Dave, nobody gives a f***. Good news, vegetarians. Today, February 29th, Arby's, who reportedly came up with this idea after realizing they were getting sick and tired of turning a profit, will feature a vegetarian menu. Hey Arby's and vegans, nobody gives a f***. And New Jersey Governor Christie has endorsed Donald Trump. This locks up the guys who grabbed their crotch and spit vote. Hey Christie, nobody gives a f***. Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of the Reynolds Report for you every weekday. The Jewel Radio Network is proud to present Frank D'Angelo and his 15-piece band Spring Concert Tour. Friday, March 11th at the Rose Theatre, Brampton. Saturday, March 26th at Spatz Theatre, Halifax. Thursday, March 31st at Violet's Venue in Barrie. Friday, April 15th at Aeolian Concert Hall, London. Saturday, April 16th at Seneca Queen Theatre, Niagara Falls. Saturday, May 21st at Algonquin Theatre, Huntsville. And Friday, May 27th at the Capitol Theatre, Moncton. For tickets, go to frankdangelo.ca.